Welcome back, my beautiful humans, to another episode of If I Die Tomorrow. I'm your host, Nicole, and I'm so glad you joined me today. I did the outside thing again. I'm gonna say this is probably one of my happy places. There's just something about sitting outside, hearing crickets, birds, feeling the wind gently go across. I mean, some days it's not gentle, and seeing the beauty, the everyday beauty we take for granted. Yeah. And it's close by as far as a happy place goes. I mean, yeah. Do I have dream places that I'm pretty sure would make me happy? Sure. Like, I'd go back to Ireland. I absolutely loved it there. It's beautiful. Go to Scotland. Yep. Want to go there someday. There are lots of places. I could go to a beach. One is not close to me right now. So I accept what I have and I'm grateful for it. I hope that you have a happy place, or how about this? You allow yourself a happy place to be happy in, whether it's for 5 extra minutes or all day. Well, now that I was completely off topic, I was going to talk to you today about, and maybe it's just me. If it's just me, I'm grateful. If it's not just me, no, you're not alone. See, we're trying to look at the bright side here, both sides. But I have had lately this anxiety, this noise in the back of my head about feeling like I'm not finished. Okay, I know I'm not finished, okay? But we are constantly under pressure that we need to have everything figured out. We need to have things finalized. Makes sense. You know, put it in easy little check boxes. And we look at our lives as these messy rooms that we need to clean and resolve and put a check on. Whether it's a family dynamic, financial dreams, or goals, or even creative projects. And like I said, if it's just me, I'm grateful. If not, please know you're not alone. There is this sense of urgency sometimes of that you're not going to finish it, that you're not there yet. You haven't arrived. That you're in this race and the goal is to cross a finish line with all of the things neat and tidy with a bow on it and perfect. Which, circle back to the float episode where I discussed, that sometimes you need to put the paddle across your legs and just float. And then, of course, I truly believe that perfect is a lie. Perfect is more about perception, preference. I mean, your perfect is not going to be my perfect. My perfect is not going to be their perfect. And their perfect is not going to be their perfect. Because we're all different. We're beautifully human. Thank God for that. I mean, we've heard it before. How boring would life be if everybody was the same? Well, yeah. We've got to be able to be okay with not everybody being the same. and understanding how that actually adds value to all of us. I will say this, though. If I die tomorrow, there's still going to be papers on my desk, emails I didn't read, emails I didn't respond to, or started to and just didn't finish, projects I started and, as my husband sometimes says, didn't finish because, I got excited at the beginning and then kind of just wore off. My house will still need repairs. My family will still need to be taken care of. And there will still be creative ideas that never see the light of day. But we can find peace in the middle of all the unfinished spaces in our lives. I want to see, and I've said it before, but we lie to ourselves so much. Oh, I mean, I got a list of them. One day, or, if you guys ever want to hear what I believe some of our biggest lies that we tell ourselves are, let me know in the comments. I'll put it together. We'll have a whole thing on it. But we have this illusion of arriving, and we tell ourselves the lie of once I finish this project, or once I reach that goal, or once this relationship is on a better footing, I can relax. I can then start being present and happy and living my life. Liar. I'm talking to me too. Liar. Because guess what? I'm going to finish that project. I'm going to reach that goal. And you know what I just did? I added one more. And I'm going to now chase that one because I've moved the goalpost. I constantly feel like I have to be doing something in order to be enough. I feel like I have to prove myself over and over and over. Or I don't deserve rest. I don't deserve, as I like to call them, horizontal life pauses. We fought our parents so hard when we were little. Take your nap. Oh, I'm now at the age of, why did I ever fight my mom when she said, take your nap? I want my nap. I want my horizontal life pause. We have conditioned our peace of mind on everything being complete. That we set ourselves up for a chronic lifetime of stress and feeling inadequate. Please know that you are enough. But the reality of being human is that life will never be finished. The only time your to-do list is going to be completely empty is when you're no longer here. We look at our lives as something to finish. We treat our actual days of living as like an obstacle course that we need to get through. Some days faster than others. But when we do that, we ignore the mess within the mess, the beautiful everyday moments, because we're really obsessed with a finished, clean ending. And I will say this, there is a big difference. Don't know if you know this, or if you've ever even thought about it like this. But there's a difference between a to-do list and a to-be-done list. And I'll explain. So your to-do list, everyday tasks, laundry, dinner, get to work, brush your teeth, brush your hair, the everyday stuff. to be done list is the ones that we bury sometimes. Some of our dreams. We talk ourselves out of it because, we have all of these other to-dos. We forget about to be done. Somehow we feel like we don't deserve it, the opportunity. And you do. I want you to know you do. And I hope you take the time to do it. I will say that I believe that this touches all of us, from the young professional drowning in expectations to the retirees wondering if they've left enough of a mark on the world. We are a culture that doesn't know how to rest unless we feel we've earned it by completing everything. This affects our presence in everyday life and the people that we love. And yes, I'm talking with my hands. But when you're sitting at a dinner table or talking with a friend, if your mind isn't actually there, were you just sitting there to check it off a list, or did you really want to be there? 'Cause if you really want to be there, make it a priority. When we take the anxiety of the unfinished and we stop letting it dominate our minds, we can actually start living. We can start breathing in the reality of life. From the messy relationships to a messy house that's filled with laughter, or the chaos of outdoors, even when it seems peaceful. You can remove a deadline so that you don't add another one, because, we're good at that too. I want to ask you if you will just sit with this just for a minute and think about it. And maybe it'll resonate with you. But a beautiful life is not living in an estate or a home once the last brick has been laid. It is the grace of learning to sit peacefully inside the walls as they're being built. The value of your day is not determined by how many items you crossed off your list, but it is determined by the quality of the presence that you gave your life. When we're supposed to be living, the work is always going to be there. You're allowed to be a work in progress and not just a to-do list. So, tonight when you finish your day, I'm going to ask that you practice one small act of defiance. A defiance against the world and the pressure and anxiety of to do. Look at your unfinished tasks, your half-written ideas, your unresolved questions. Take a deep breath. Mentally close it. Flip the paper over. Wipe it out. Rip it up. And say to yourself, It's not all done, but it's enough for today. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you know anybody that could use this reminder that they're enough and that it's okay, you've done enough for today, I hope you share it. And as always, be kind, be grateful, stay humble. Until next time.